Although 9 years ago today was the start of our story, I don't know if we can say it was the start of our love story yet. That day I met this loud, overly confident, green obsessed, did I mention loud? Who at the end of the night I wasn't even sure we would be friends at the end of the tour, but boy was I wrong.
No union is more profound than marriage, for it embodies the highest ideals of love, fidelity, devotion, sacrifice, and family.
My turn. Anthony, I think it's only fitting on the day that we get married to let all of our friends and family know what your response was on Facebook Messenger when I first asked you to be my roommate on tour. And I quote, "Haha, sounds good. I don't know if you're aware of what you just got yourself into, LMAO."
In forming a marital union, two people become something greater than once they were. It would misunderstand these men and women to say they disrespect the idea of marriage. Their plea is that they do respect it so deeply that they seek to find its fulfillment for themselves.
So Anthony and I met on the national Broadway tour of West Side Story.
I was the dance captain in swing, and
I played Riff, who was the leader of the Jet Gang, for anyone that's unfamiliar with West Side Story. And it was actually September 25th of 2012.
But to me, our love story began 2 weeks later in Ashland, Kentucky, where we sat down in our room for the first time to settle in. We unpacked, we played a game or two of Farkle, which you're still convinced that I cheated at. And then I was ready for bed, but no sooner the lights went out, all I heard was, "I hope you're ready for pillow talk, because I'm not tired yet."
And then the rest is history. I mean, I feel like slowly but surely we would have our shows, and then we'd get home late, and then we'd try to wind down, so then we would play Farkle, which is one of our favorite games, or we'd watch TV or a movie, and then fall asleep, and then it was like, oh, I think I enjoy this person's company a lot more than just being my roommate. And here we are, 9 years later, with a house, or an apartment, and a dog who's very comfortable, and we're getting married.
You wanted to know everything about me in one night, which at that time you have no idea how difficult it was for me, because I had spent many years closing myself off to the rest of the world. Trying to calculate what I wanted people to perceive. But you pushed past every wall I had put up and forced me to open up a little and to be myself in every aspect of the word. It was in that moment I realized that your volume was only as loud and as big as your heart. And I knew you were going to be a big part of my life.
A funny thing about West Side Story is that it's that great love story of two people who meet and immediately connect, and from then on, music underscores their lives. And I think it's appropriate that Theo and Anthony met that way.
I may forget a lot of things at times, but moments like that I've held close to my heart and can never forget. I can never forget the first time I knew I wanted to say I love you after you met two of my best friends. I can never forget the excitement in your eyes the first time we brought Fletcher home, and how inspired I was at the genuine love you had for this new family that we created. I cannot forget the number of times you have allowed me to be myself unapologetically, and in turn have made me a better man than I was 9 years ago.
What do you think? Look at this guy. What do you think? You love it? Thank you so much. You guys look stunning.
I'm okay.
Give me a hug. Yeah, sure. I love you. What do you think?
I think it's you.
We did it. We made it. And this day is absolutely perfect. So we just wanted to say we could not have done any of this without you guys. So we are so thankful that
We
we're all
love you.
here.
We love you. No, stop. You can't do that now, Theo.
I know.
Marriage embodies a love that may endure even past death. It would misunderstand these men and women to say they disrespect the idea of marriage. Their plea is that they do respect it so deeply that they seek to find its fulfillment for themselves. They ask for equal dignity in the eyes of the law. The Constitution grants them that right. The judgment of the Court of Appeals for the Sixth Circuit is reversed. It is so ordered.
I love you, son.
She has to go on, she said.
Love you.
It's a spritz.
Love you. You give me a hug again?
We are both, very, very close with our family, and I think that our friends, the same thing goes for them. I mean, we also consider them our chosen family, if you will. People that we grew up with to people we went to college with, and their parents and teachers that have influenced us along the way, like they're all gonna be in attendance at the wedding.
So we do have a moment in the ceremony where we planned to have candles where our moms will light them and then pass the flame throughout the entire congregation of our family and friends, where we'll get the candle and then light our unity candle from everybody else. It just kind of represents that it took all of these people and all of these amazing people that have supported us throughout our entire life and created the love that we have right now and the family that we have right now. We would not be here right now without any of them.
I met Anthony at Horizons Dance Center at a very young age growing up. At that very young age, I would learn that Anthony wasn't just my friend, but someone I can turn to when I needed advice, to vent, a shoulder to cry on, and most importantly, he became my brother. I have been honored to witness Anthony become the person he is today, which is nothing less of remarkable. He is the kindest, most generous person anyone would be lucky enough to call their friend.
So we were on the tour for about 9 months, and then we got back in June, hung out all throughout the summer, and then in, I think it was October or November, I got a phone call that I had booked the international tour of West Side Story. So I would be leaving, I think I got the phone call on a Thursday and I left on Saturday, and then I was gone for 6 months. And I think between that time, we went from seeing each other every single day to not seeing each other at all for 6 months and being an ocean away. And I think that's really sort of where we realized that this was something that was a lot more than just a friendship or a tour fling.
When we first met 9 years ago to the day, I don't think either of us could have imagined the beginning of our journey on the road that would lead us to where we are standing right now. With that said, I would not have changed a second of it. You've been patient, selfless from the very beginning, and have without doubt embraced every good and undesirable quality about me. Today, I make a promise to always be that person for you. I promise to always accept you for the man you are and forever be grateful for the better man that you helped me be. I promise to remind you when you forget without passive aggressiveness, hopefully, and tell you that I love you every day.
I'll be front row center supporting you and cheering you on through every obstacle and every success. And when things don't go precisely as planned, I will be there to yell, "Pivot! Pivot!" Although we both know that you'll be the one shouting it even louder at me. I will worry when you're away, and I will never take for granted our moments together. And above all, today I promise you forever, however long we are blessed enough for that to be.
You won't believe it, and strange as it sounds, extraordinary magic follows you around, and the camera can't catch it. You won't see it in the mirror. If I say look behind you, you turn around, it disappears. But I see it, I see it, I swear I do. I see extraordinary magic in you.
So I've been very lucky to have watched Theo meet Anthony, see them date, see them move in together, get a dog Fletcher, get engaged, and now be here tonight for the wedding. It is my distinct pleasure to ask you all to raise your glass and share in the words of our great Lord and Savior, Mr. Stephen Sondheim. Tonight, the world is full of light, with suns and moons all over the place. Tonight, the world is wild and bright, going mad, shooting sparks into space. And what was just a world is a star. Tonight, I love you both so much. To Theo and Anthony.
I know that miracles happen. Who cares what they say? 'Cause love's nothing short of a miracle happening over and over every day. So I'll keep my eyes open, awed and amazed, and if you start to doubt it, I'll remind you of the million ways I see it, I see it, I swear I do. I see extraordinary magic in you.
There is no one in this world who could complete Anthony like you do. Although it took some time for you both to find each other, it has truly been one of the greatest love stories anyone could witness. You have sparked a light within him, and there is nothing that makes me happier knowing he married someone who loves every inch of him. Separately, you both are two very special people, but together you are complete. Always remember, make your hands one hand, make your hearts one heart, and make your vows one last vow. And most importantly, tonight, it all began tonight.
As some friends here could attest to, when I was younger, there was a Dr. Seuss quote that, although not easy, I always tried to abide by. Be who you are and say what you feel. We'll do this. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who matter do not mind, and those who mind don't matter. As a man of many words, as you've told everyone, expressed at loud decibels, I have never struggled with the say what you feel part of this phrase, nor has my sister. But it was the be who you are part that presented its challenges in my life. As I stand before you today, I can wholeheartedly say that I have found my true happiness in you.
You know when you can tell that two people really get each other? There's an intimacy, an ease, a je ne sais quoi. And they had that. And they still have that all these years later.
I have had a front row seat to the love story of Theo and Anthony, from the beautiful people they have always been to the amazing men that they have helped each other grow into. And I must say they are quite the victory.
Theo and Anthony, I'm pretty sure you already know this, but that's what you are to me. You are the literal definition of love and happiness.
But most of all, love needs love, lots of it. And in return, love loves you and never stops.
Fletcher particularly loved it, didn't you, Fletch? Oh, so sweet.
Fletcher is a 4-year-old Havapoo.
Havapoo is a Havanese and poodle. A Havanese is a Cuban dog.
And I'm convinced that the only reason why Theo really wanted to have a Havapoo was so that he can say, I have a Havapoo.
I have a Havapoo. We are hovering dog dads. We to make sure what is he eating? What is he doing? You know, how many times did he go out? How many times did he go to the bathroom?
We're just a little overprotective.
Right. So we're getting it out now so that in the event that a child does come along at some point in our lives, then
we're still going to be overprotective.
We'll get it out of our system now. Maybe. Or not.
Theo, you're the kindest, most thoughtful, considerate person I know. And you have so much love to give. As proof of this wedding, you put your whole heart into everything that you do. And I am so lucky to stand by your side every step of the way. So today I make a promise to you. I promise to be your husband, to be your best friend, your partner in life. I promise to support you and protect you, but most of all, to always be the person that pushes you the way you push me to be a better version of yourself and to help you see the magic that I see in you every single day. I love you more than anything that you say times infinity, and I can't wait to spend forever with you.
Today we affirm what we've known for quite some time now and celebrate what has been long overdue. We finally celebrate us. We celebrate love, and I could not be more ready to call you my husband. I love you, Anthony. Womb to tomb.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. and Mr. Theo Lensicki and Anthony Raimondi.
I love your outlook on life. When I met you, I was in a very different place, and I did not have the outlook that you had. You were this bright ball of energy and ball of positivity, and that is one of the main reasons why I fell in love with you.
You know that it's very hard for me to give up control. I have never once not put my full trust in you. If you ever forget why I love you or how much you mean to me, I will happily remind you every day of our life.
Now that you have promised to give yourselves to one another, to love each other through your sacred vows, I have the great honor and pleasure to finally pronounce you married. You may kiss your husband.
Thank you.